So good morning. It's a pleasure to be here today with Chiara Battistoni, who is in charge of our unit on digitization and its impact on project management inside our specializing master project management in construction works. And we are we're there today to know something about the contents of this unit.
So good morning. Thanks a lot for the introduction. Yes, I'll tell you something about these short modules. It is oriented to the methodology necessary to develop a system, a digitalization system in the building sector. And we'll talk not only about the technology, but first of all about the methodology necessary to understand the development of project management and the approach of a digital project manager. Because now, at the moment, the project manager is first of all a traditional project manager, which who needs also many new skills and many new competencies in digital world. We talk about generally about digital literacy, and during this module we'll be able to talk about the digital dexterity, which is a new skill necessary to understand the digital world. But we also talk about the digital twin in the building sector, which is really interesting, and the digital twin organization, which are growing in the building, and not only in the building sector, but coming from the manufacturing field and introduced later in the building sector. We'll talk about the platform economy, which is particularly interesting because we know the platform as an e-commerce platform. But when we talk about in the building sector, we talk about a different kind of platform. This is the paradigm of platform applied to a different sector in which many actors needs to understand, communicate, sense all together. We'll talk also about the most important pillars of the digital world, and the meaning of digital. We have no only one definition of digital. We have many different definitions, and probably we don't need them. But it's useful to understand that when we talk about digital dimension, we talk about relationships, which is strictly linked to the resilience engineering approach we can find in manufacturing, building sector, safety, security, and so on. So it is really a miscellanea of many different experts. And there is also a, how can I say, an epistemology dimension, which is the base of this module, because we need to know many different things that we can find in the digital dimension. This is the reason for what I talk about the digital dexterity, because we need to be able to recognize many different aspects which could become part of our digital change. So it's not only about the digital dimension. It's not only about the technology, but it's first of all about methodology and sometimes epistemology. So I think we could work together, exploring and going deep in this new aspect. Of course, with an eye open to some technology, as I said before. The digital twin organization, digital twin, platform economy, civilization infrastructure platform, blockchain, which is another technology quite interesting now also in the building sector, and all these technology linked to the concept of life cycle assessment in a digital dimension.
Thank you, Chiara. Very useful, very clear and useful. And I think that mostly what engineers, civil engineers and architects lack is both an economic background and of course also a technological background. I think that we find many difficulties in dealing with both economics matters and technological matters, and so I hope this specializing master will be able to solve this problem, putting both together. So giving our students a strong background both in the economic fields and in the technological fields, and I'm really glad that you are involved in this second part of the specializing master.
Thanks a lot.
So I'm looking forward to having you in for these lessons in the next edition of this master.
Thanks a lot.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.